Hey guys, I'm finally back after a few months, and I just want to apologize about that. Um, I have been experiencing some health issues, which I'm not gonna get into right now. There was that stomach issues which I'm experiencing, but I'm doing just fine as of today. Um, so hopefully I'll get this video pushed out to you guys. And speaking of you guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys have been checking in on me, asking how I'm doing, hope wishing me well, and it means a lot to me. I reply as soon as I see them. Um, I just want to say thank you for all you guys that wish me well and like my videos and subscribe. I have gained a few subscribers since then, like 40 something subscribers, which is mind blowing to me. I'm thankful for you guys. Yeah, just before I get too mushy and all this stuff, I just thank you. So today's video is on the Sony Walkman WM-FX290. This was released, I believe, 2004, 2005. Only proof of the year I can find is on the instruction manual online. Um, and I believe this is one, or if not, Sony's last WM Walkman, kind of, you know, their cassette player, their personal cassette player in the Walkman line. Afterwards, or during this, I believe they had the Discman. Kind of it's like this. It's like a Walkman, but instead of playing cassettes, to play CDs. I don't have one with me right now, but it's flatter, but it's overall more round and bigger, so it's more for putting in your backpack and less in your pocket. But they sounded better. Their CDs were easier to store, so they pushed this aside and brought out the Discman. And then a few years later, Apple came out, or I believe at the time, Apple already released the iPod. MP3 players were everywhere, so everyone kind of pushed and kind of put these back in their cupboards and drawers and closets and their basements or even in the trash. And it's unfortunate that happens because these things are built solid. It sounds a bit plasticky. That's because it's plastic and it's old. But back then, these things were built solid. Like this, for example, my Iowa HST30. It's plastic, but it held up really well. I say that, but I had to fix this a lot. I will get to this later on, maybe in a future video that explains this burn mark from a soldering iron. And in this, for example, my Panasonic RQ-E15V, this held up extremely well. This is almost in mint shape, other than the fact that it has a few scratches and a few marks from me opening it up with a screwdriver. That panel gap. But it plays just fine. Bit noisy, but I use it sometimes to listen to music. But this is actually probably one of my better condition ones. Now, I couldn't find many specifications online. Closest thing I found is from B&H Photo and Video, which I have pulled up on my laptop right here. So let me move this out the way so you can see. So really, what it is, it uses digital tuner. It has an LCD display. It has 40 presets, as it says. It has 5 AM, 24 FM, and 7 for the TV band, and 4 for the weather band, which these are basically useless. So I guess if wow, my thing is freaking out. So you basically have 29 presets. These are basically useless on here. There's no inbuilt speaker. My camera hates my screen. Lock. No. That's better. Now it's locked on. So it has a 3.5mm headphone jack with stereo output. I use one AA, which unfortunately I cannot find the playing hours of this thing. I couldn't find anything. My guess is maybe 30 hours, 20 hours. That's my guess. No weight, no dimensions or anything. And if you bought this brand new, it came with some decent stereo headphones. As you can see in here, it has a different variation with 33 presets with only a weather band. But now it has, different stuff. This out the way, fix my focus. All this book is just pizza on your focus. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, we're back. So, like I said, for your presets, technically 29, because this button does absolutely nothing nowadays. Because analog TV signals are now gone in the United States, and now we just use digital. So if you try and use this, all you pick up is static. unless you like that sound. I don't know why you would. And a weather band, I can't find any weather band signals around here. I can't find any weather band signals. Excuse my mumbling. Yeah. So the features on this, and it has this hold switch, which on this one came faulty. This was sold as parts are not working because a hold switch wouldn't turn off. No matter how much you went back and forth, it would always be in a hold and nothing would work. It would just do this every time you hit a button, as you can see. But there is a simple fix for that. Took the front face off. The switch was pretty corroded inside, and some of the contacts were pretty loose, which is why the switch felt like it was doing absolutely nothing. But now I pushed some of the contacts on the screwdriver and put some isopropyl alcohol in the switch, went back and forth, and it worked just fine. So, $18 been pretty well. Honestly, it looks just great. It does have menu buttons, a set button for preset and tuning, and an enter key. I will show you what that does in a second. Radio off, TV weather band, which is useless. Okay, this is one channel. And it has FM and AM radio, which sounds pretty okay. The radios on these things were never that great. Especially where I am. I live in the middle of the woods, in a house, of course. So my reception is not that great. Although on some channels like this channel, it's pretty good. As you can see already, it has a battery meter. As I put a fresh battery in here. My heart is beating very fast. I don't know why. I don't know if I passed out. Then yeah. It has two settings with either full or half, or flashing. I think it's almost dead. But this is a fresh AA battery. This is some pretty good brand, Active Energy. I'm not sure how this is made, or who this is manufactured by. A lot of times you can find Kirkland batteries, which are actually manufactured by Duracell, which I find pretty cool. So you get Duracell for cheaper. Everybody kind of turns on. But yeah. So I will show you the features it has right now. Got to turn on my camera flash. Come on, focus in. There you go. So you can see it has preset modes. If you hit the set button under that, you either go through manual, which if I turn this on, the preset mode will kind of just scroll through my presets, while manual, it will just scroll through every individual tenth of a channel. I have it on a preset. You hit menu again, you have the FM mode. You can either have it as widespread FM, or if you hit set, local. So if you have two radio stations that are pretty close by, let's say like a few miles apart, if you're on a highway or on a state road or something like that, and you have intersecting between two different radio stations that have two different radio stations that have the same frequency. For this example, you have two 96.1s. And you just want to listen to the one that you like. You hit local, and it switches to that local radio station. But once you leave, you hit this. I believe it just goes widespread. The enter key. This is how you can just do this example. I don't listen to the station. It flashes, and you can go through the different radio stations, and hopefully I'll pick something up here. Probably not, but it's just scanning right now. It scans, so you can find radio station that sounds good to you, or if you don't know which one to listen to, it finds one. Unfortunately for me, I live in the middle of nowhere, so I have one radio station that really works up here. So of course, it's probably not going to find a radio station that works, which is unfortunate. As you can tell, I found nothing. But, no, gotta turn that back. You can also adjust your presets if you want to have it as your 5th preset. Oh man, let's go for a long time. This is my 2nd preset. And you're basically done with presetting. Really easy to use. Turn this off. You have a volume switch, which is up here, which goes extremely loud. But if you wanted to limit that, you hit menu, little bar goes across, and you hit set. AVLS is on. AVLS stands for Automatic Volume Limiting System, or Limiter System. I don't know which one, but it basically kind of saves your hearing from internally combusting. And it basically just kind of balances out the music. So if you have, a louder bass than the drum set, or a louder drum set than the bass of the music, you kind of want to level that out and turn this on. Not only does it save your hearing, but it also makes the music more flat. If you like that flat tone. I like the music pretty bassy, so I hit menu again. I turn on mega bass. which, you know, it sounds pretty good. If you get into the higher volume range, it gets like really buzzy, and too high, it just distorts everything. But that's not a big issue. Just save your ears and don't go too high. Someone's gonna do that now. Someone's gonna purposely do that. Say, I didn't lose my hearing. Okay, I'm sorry. But I had this on all the time. I just keep it off so I see it back on the display. So the cassette, and I don't have a cassette inside, but it is a single playhead. If I hit play, if I zoom in on the inside, you can see. Oh, come on. Autofocus not working. As you can see, there's a single playhead. Let me get something pointy. I guess I can point it out. Screwdriver. As you can see here, it is a single playhead, which basically means that only plays one side. Normally on stereo playheads, turns off. I have my Iowa HST30 right here with me. This is a bit louder, but as you can see, it has double. See, it kind of has, you know, two little parts on here, while my other one, while the Sony only has a single little square on my playhead. But it does have reverse and fast forward and reverse, or should I say rewind. It doesn't have auto reverse, while this one does, as you can tell in gold lettering. That's alright. Which one is this? This is the wrong cassette I want to play. It's in here. So yeah, to reverse it, you take the tape out, flip it around, put it back in. The fast forward and rewind are pretty fast on this, so if you want to get into a specific part of the song, have to hit play, go back, play, go back, play, go back, or something like that. But if you want to get to the beginning, just kind of guess, just kind of stop it and go back. It's pretty quick, as you can see. Play is kind of just a normal speed. And to adjust the speed, you have to take the front faceplate off, which is pretty simple. It's some clips around the edges, and on the inside, it does point out that you push these down to release the back, or to release the plate. Which, thank you, Sony. I really appreciate that you guys do that. This is very well built. I'm not sure how much this cost back in the day. I can't find any listings online for price. Although used, you get $20, $30 if they're in good shape. Broken, with nothing working at all, $10 plus like $10 shipping, so $20. Okay, stuff your nose now, which isn't that bad considering the price of this thing and the features it has, and the sound quality. Speaking of sound quality, let's go to my speaker. So I'm gonna be playing Nirvana's Nevermind album, "Come As You Are," which is my all-time favorite song. And that's basically what got me into guitar, which is why I'm going to be playing this through my Fender LT25 guitar amplifier through my auxiliary cable. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, here we are. I'm set up. Your guest is set up on my bed. So yeah, I know it's a bit crooked, but it doesn't really affect sound quality much. Now I'm gonna warn you. Loud beeping occurs when you hit a button, which I dislike very much. Is it still keep going? No, it's not. As you can probably hear, obnoxious, very buzzy, but it works fine. As radio, very annoying. I'll show you the AV-LS and Mega Bass on the actual music itself. Yeah. So let's play my cassette. It's in the side one facing up. Put it in and press play. Sounds good. I can't talk over this or else I'll get copyright striked, but has anti-relay mechanism from here. That's very loud actually. But the AV-LS sounds pretty good. Mega Bass sounds good. So I'll turn on Mega Bass right now. You know, it gets pretty loud. Turn this off. Let's go to AV-LS and hit set. As you can hear, it gets quieter. It's more balanced out. So let's go back to here and hit pause or a stop, and it sounds pretty good. Especially through headphones. I prefer the sound of my Panasonic RQ-E15 though. It's more bassy. I just love bass music. Although my Iowa has super bass, as they call it, it's too much. It just distorts the song. But if you want something simple, cheap, and streamlined look, something slim, small, and compact, I'd go with this. This is actually a really good sounding cassette player. But if you want to be unique and go something even smaller, the Sony Walkman WM-FX10 or something like that. I could be wrong. WM10. It is literally the size of a cassette box, little plastic case around the cassette. It's literally the same size. But this is just a bit larger. Let's say maybe like a uh half a centimeter larger. I think it's like 5 millimeters larger on the edges, but it's not that bad. It sounds pretty good. Radio sounds okay. It uses the antenna or the cable as an antenna. But if you're literally 6 feet tall, above average height, then it'll work fine. So basically, if you're like 12 feet tall, then yeah, it'll work fine. But if you're like me, 5'8", 5'9", it doesn't sound that great. Yeah, it just uses the cable or your headphones as a antenna. That's buzzy. I'll put it back in. So yeah, I would totally recommend this. If you have sensitive hearing to high-pitched sounds, you kind of stuck with this. It's very annoying. And it's very loud. My freaking guitar is still playing the tone. It's the vibrations are that loud and high pitch. It's still playing and echoing through my guitar. Although it's quieter through headphones, it's just obnoxious when it comes out to a speaker or anything. So you're trying to if you're in a party and want to play more bass music, you constantly stuck with beeping and everything. So if you don't want the beeping, maybe get a different one. I have a Sony Walkman. I think it's WM-FX290 or 232. I could be wrong. It doesn't work with there's no screen. It has an analog radio tuner. But I like the digital radio tuner on this. It's very simple to use. Very nice, very compact. Sound quality is good. It's very lightweight. My Iowa, I'd say it weighs almost close to a pound. This thing it's chonky. As you can see, it's a bit larger. But it's not bad. I just love the aesthetic. It's a very handsome machine. Same with this. This is actually pretty decent looking. I kind of like the 2000s. I kind of like the 2000s bubbliness of this. Although they had a different version of this, which was just I don't know how to put a picture up on screen right now, but it's just horrendous in my opinion. It's just like, oh yeah, you want bubbles? Here, take it. This one, it has that 2000s look to it, the silver and the blue and the oranges and grays. But it kind of turns it into like a streamline kind of, yes, this is what the 2000s were like, but we have to move on now. So, you want to stick with the 2000s, here you go. But it's not as crazy and nuts as it was before. I'm mumbling a lot. I apologize. But that's really going to wrap it up for this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and tell me why in the comment section below. That's really loud. I enjoy making these videos, and I want to apologize for not making any recently. But there's more to come. I will most likely review this, with the same tape, kind of give a different example. But, and I'll tell you a backstory of why this came along. It's not anything infected, it's just a burn from the soldering iron. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Subscribe if you like my content. Like the video if you did. Actually enjoy it. Dislike it if you didn't, and tell me why in the comment section below. Comment on how I can improve and what I can review. And just share the video if you have anyone that has interest in my channel or anything I review. And so we can wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support recently. Can't thank you guys enough, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.